welcome back to another episode of Carol's Kitchen, Guyana. I'm back again at Nikkei, as I promised, and I'm here with the lovely chef, Victor. I just thought I'd have to bring him on this time around to introduce him and let him give you a little background of where he's from. But before we start that, I'd just like to thank my sponsors, Sterling Products, with Igloo Ice Cream and Golden Cream Margarine and all the good stuff that they make down there, and also GTT. So, chef, give me a little background of where you came from, like where are you from?
Okay, well, I was born in Venezuela.
Okay.
I grew up there, I went to university there. I decided to leave the country 17 years ago and take the opportunity to travel around the world experiencing what I love, which is culinary arts. So I had the opportunity to live and work in 9 different countries, including Guyana.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a beautiful journey. I think every experience made me into the chef that I am today.
Yeah.
So before I came to Guyana, I was living in Ecuador. I was working as a consultant. I was a teacher in culinary school, and then an opportunity arose for me to come to Guyana as a consultant. What was supposed to be a year of consultancy turned into 4.5 years, until eventually I met my business partners and we decided to create this project.
Well, I can tell you, Guyana is like, if you know the song Hotel California, Guyana and Guyanese people are like that. As long as you get attached to us, you get hooked.
Yeah.
You can't leave.
Yeah, I feel Guyanese already. You know, I think I can make a good pepper pot, a good cook up. So.
Pepper pot. Okay, I heard pepper pot.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
that got me already thinking about Christmas. So tell me about this pepper pot thing.
Well, I have a lot of surprises coming for the Christmas season, so but I'm definitely willing to take the challenge. So you tell me how you want to do it.
So before off camera, we were talking about coming either my kitchen or his kitchen, and we'll do a collaboration where we'll make pepper pots. I'll show him my way, he'll show me his way. We spoke so much about pepper pot, now I'm hungry. So what do you have for me on this show?
Okay, today I'm going to prepare a Peruvian style ceviche and a dish called Amazonia, which is a rack of lamb.
Okay, great.
What are you doing? Igloo ice cream. You know it's good.
So I'm gonna make for you guys Peruvian style ceviche. We start with 120 grams of snook. We cut it in cubes. The first thing is we're gonna add a fair amount of salt because our fish has to be seasoned. Next to that, we're gonna add some lime juice. The lime juice is going to start doing the work of part cooking the fish to give it the right texture and the right flavor. So once we've done that, we're gonna add our aromatic mix. So the aromatic mix is a combination of ginger, garlic, celery, cilantro, and pimento. Because I like to use local ingredients, the pimento is something that we can get locally produced, and I get a better flavor from using it when it's freshly picked and delivered to us. So I'm gonna add a little bit of onion in julienne. That's gonna expand a little bit the depth of the flavors. And from there, we are going to serve in this little rock. So there are a few more elements that come into play. So a little cilantro on top. Very popular in the high regions of Peru. You will find something called cuchuro. We cannot find cuchuro here, which is like a sphere made of a seaweed, but in this case we are using sea grapes. Our crispy corn. Corn is widely produced in Peru. There are many varieties of corn. You will find blue corn, red corn, multicolor. So this crispy corn is salty, it's crunchy, so it's going to add a little extra texture to my ceviche. And then we are going to pickle a little bit of onion. It's not only to garnish, but it also adds a lot of dimension to the dish. So some lime juice, a little bit of salt. To finish it off, we are going to put some microgreens. So when you eat a classical ceviche in Peru, they will give you some cut up boiled sweet potato. In this case, I like to make it in a puree and infuse it with a little bit of cilantro, Peruvian yellow chili pepper. So you get a lot of flavors right there that are going to add to the overall experience of tasting this ceviche. So the next dish that we are going to put together is called Amazonia. Amazonia is my interpretation of what it's like to be in the Amazonia or in the jungle. So In this case, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to add a parsley emulsion at the base of the plate. The second element that we have right here is false cassava charcoal. So as you could see, it looks exactly like a real charcoal, but it's a boiled cassava. So we are going to put the charcoal right here. And I like to put something, you know, like when you do sauté boiled cassava and you put your garlic sauce. I have a spicy pimento sauce. Now we're gonna put our rack of lamb. So this rack of lamb we cook in the sous vide to a medium rare cooking term. If the customer requests that we cook it more, we do it like that. But rack of lamb is perfect when you do it medium rare. So part of the story is that when you are living in the jungle, you know, you walk around the jungle, and one of the things that you find is the swamps. The swamps, because the water is concentrated, looks green. So hence we have the parsley sauce. Then when you are in the jungle, you have to hunt, and once you hunt, you have to cook the gamey meats that you will catch. So to cook, you have to use hardwood. So the hardwood in this case is my cassava charcoal. My gamey meat in this case is the lamb. We're using a little Asian chimichurri here. And then to finish the dish, when you are cooking in the jungle, you also have to use different types of wood. So one of the things that you will find is the burnt barks of the trees. So I made a black potato paper that tastes almost like a potato chip, just to give the impression of the burnt bark of the tree. And this right here is our Amazonia.
What are you doing? Igloo ice cream. You know it's good.
We're with Chef Victor again, and Chef Victor has given me a dish called Amazonia. I'm so excited to try it. If we can just get a little bit of background of what's going on here. I have a black potato paper. So I'm going to try this.
So the potato paper, it's to remind you of a burnt bark of a tree. So the whole dish, as I explained in the kitchen, is a representation of what being in the jungle or in the Amazon.
And then I'm going to try this. I'm so excited to try what looks like a piece of charcoal in front of me. And I love cassava too, so let's see how this goes. And I taste the char, it's delicious. I can taste the cassava as well, very delicious. And so when we talked in the previous show, we had spoken about the use of cilantro and all these things, and I can taste all these things here.
Yeah.
And it's so delicious. It goes well with everything. I'm going to try it now with the lamb chops. Can I marry you? Are you married? This is so perfect.
Thank you.
I love lamb chops, and this is just the perfect combination of every single thing that you see in this plate here.
Okay, next we have for you Peruvian style ceviche. And the beauty of this is the fact that we work with local fishermen. So they deliver the whole fish for us every 2 days, and we just butcher what we need for the day. So it's fresh, it's not sitting in a freezer for a long time. So that can guarantee that we can deliver the best experience for you. We also do it with the prawns also. There is a local entrepreneur that is growing prawns, so instead of buying frozen prawns, we get from him the fresh prawns. So they are as fresh as they could be, and the flavor is amazing. So we are trying to work as much as we can with all the local producers to make sure that...
And then you're giving them business as well too.
Exactly.
Yes.
So ceviche is basically a liquid that has been partially cooked in a pickling liquid. The classical ceviche has as a main pickling liquid the lime juice. So you will feel the acidity, but also the aromatics that are behind it to enhance the flavor, which in this case is cilantro, ginger, garlic, celery, and yellow chili pepper.
I've had ceviche before, but I've had tuna, and I've had conch, and now this here as well too. Heaven on earth. Everything is a 10+ for me. But before we go, I would just like to thank my main sponsor, Sterling Products. with Amaya Milk Company that produces fresh cow's milk in a reusable glass bottle that you can take back to the store and get a discount on your milk when you're buying it. There's the paneer, or some people call it tofu. It's a very good quality. You can make all sorts of things with it when you're cooking. A hand sanitizer, dishwashing liquid, you name it, Sterling Products make it. So please go to your local supermarkets, local shops, pick something up local today. And also, my other friends that help me to promote Guyana and the delicious food that we have here in this country, GTT. Thank you so much for watching.